Good morning guys, it's Marley from Kale and Krunches. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first vlog of 2019. If you are new to my channel, I release a weekly vlog every Sunday all about my life and going through my pregnancy journey and health and fitness tips and pre and postnatal workouts and all that good stuff. And this week's vlog is going to be all about how you can implement really small changes into your lifestyle that just make them a little bit healthier. Just to show that having a healthy and fit life doesn't need to be hard and challenging. It can be easily accessible and you don't need to make all these crazy New Year's resolutions and meditate for half an hour every morning and work out for an hour in the gym every single day to live a healthy life. Okay, we are actually taking a quick time travel back in time, that didn't make any sense, to Toronto because for whatever reason my first tip didn't save or didn't record properly on my phone, on my camera, and I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna re-record it right now. All right, let's just get right to it. Basically, my first tip is when it comes to working out and fitness, something is better than nothing. I personally prefer an hour-long workout session in the gym, either with a group class or with a personal trainer. But being realistic, and soon enough this will be my case, not everyone can get out of their house and get to the gym. I went through a period where I was definitely unable to work out this year with my shoulder and wrist injury, and I opted for long walks outside, which just made me feel really, really great. Also, things like doing a 10-minute ab routine at home, or a few squats when you're brushing your teeth, or just running up and down on the spot, or doing 15 minutes of Tabata. There's so many things you can do just to get your heart rate up and get the blood flowing and get moving every day. So this was probably one of the habits that took me the longest to get into. But basically it was a shift in mindset that if I didn't make it to the gym that day or to a class that day, it didn't matter. Something had to be done in terms of movement. Something is better than nothing. So what you'll see in Miami is that I didn't go to the gym, but I opted for a long walk because I hurt my back. So just to get moving, just to do something counted. So the whole point is that if you are feeling overwhelmed about starting a fitness routine, don't start too big. You want to be able to commit to something that you can do. So maybe you commit to just movement every single day, whatever that looks like for you. I do like to plan ahead and always recommend planning ahead on a Sunday what you can do for the week. But maybe even if you have 5 minutes, like everyone has 5 minutes, come on, but maybe you just have 5 minutes on a Thursday, and those 5 minutes, you're gonna do 3 planks, okay? It's something. So that's the whole point, is tip number 1, fitness, something is better than nothing. Just get moving every single day. Just got back from my walk, so we did about 3.5K, about 45 minutes. I had to pee at a hotel on the way there and on the way back, because I'm just feeling a lot of pressure down here now. But yeah, feel good. It wasn't a crazy workout, but I definitely worked up a sweat. Just feel good to do something, because something is better than nothing. Now time to go relax by the pool. Morning guys. We have our second tip of the day today, or second tip of the week. Yeah, second tip of the week. And this tip is all about drinking water. So the first thing that I do every single morning is have a glass of water. And yes, you can make it all fancy. You can make it room temperature. You can make it with lemon. You can add salt. And the purpose of adding all these things into it is to help hydrate your body in the best way possible, because basically when we go to bed every single night, we sleep through the night, and we wake up, our bodies are super, super dehydrated. So a lot of us, the first thing we have is a cup of coffee in the morning, and think about that. You haven't had anything to drink for so many hours, and your body's already dehydrated from everything that you did the day before, and you're waking up and then you're having coffee, and you're definitely not hydrating it. In fact, coffee is a diuretic, so it makes you pee a lot, which definitely helps dehydrate you a lot. So the first thing I like to do is have a glass of water, and it's a really, really simple habit to get into. The whole idea is that you're not creating chores for yourself, but you're not making it difficult or time consuming. It's just literally a glass of water. So try starting every single day with 1 glass of water. It will help just kickstart your metabolism, help start you getting hydrated. So now that I have my water, I'm gonna go make my own milk latte, and then I'm actually heading to the mall with my mom because we're gonna go buy some more maternity clothes, because this bump is growing quickly and needs some things to wear. still in Miami. It is my last day here and I'm coming back again soon, so I can't complain. Just went for a walk, which is why I'm all gross and sweaty. And I just wanted to give you the third tip of the week that I am implementing, and that is a good, healthy habit to get into. And it is to not consume any social media within the first 2 hours of waking up. So I know a lot of us, including myself, fall into the trap of waking up, turning off our alarm clock, which is typically our phone, and then grabbing it and starting to mindlessly scroll on Instagram. And honestly, guys, that is like the worst possible way to start your day. It causes so much anxiety. Right away, you go into comparison mode without even thinking about it or realizing it. You're automatically comparing yourself to other people, seeing what they've done through the day. Maybe you really needed to sleep in and wake up at 8 a.m. and you saw so many people who got their workout in at 6 a.m. and right away you feel bad about yourself, right? So that's just an example of how consuming social media within the first 2 hours can totally set you off on the wrong foot. So here are a few tips and tricks. One, if you do use your phone as an alarm clock, try putting it on airplane mode before you go to bed, so that when you do pick it up in the morning, you're not automatically tempted to scroll because you don't have internet. Another tip is to just move your Instagram app off of your front page of your phone, because you'll be so much less likely to go click it or move it to a place that it wasn't before, because we have muscle memory with these thumbs and they know exactly where that Instagram app is. So just try moving it to a different page, maybe the third page, so you do have to mentally scroll to get there, and then you'll catch yourself being like, oh, I'm not checking Instagram right now, or Facebook or Snapchat or anything like that. Another tip is something that I've been doing for a really long time, is to not keep your phone in your bedroom. So just buy a really simple alarm clock on Amazon, have that by your bed, and put your phone in the other room. So that way you're not gonna start scrolling in bed even before you get out of bed and actually make your first move of the day. Lastly, this applies more to people like me who are content creators and need to be on Instagram a lot for their jobs. This also requires a bit of practice and work, is to just create and then put the phone away. So you want to think about creation over consumption. So I'm gonna create, I'm gonna quickly post my story. Maybe I really want to share this new latte that I'm trying, or maybe I want to share that I just meditated to inspire other people. So create, don't consume, put the phone away. So what I'll do is, typically I'll just like do stories and then I'll put the phone away. But it's really, really hard to do that. It does take a lot of practice. So don't be hard on yourself if you do want to create some content and then you find yourself scrolling. Know that that is just normal, but do catch yourself doing it and then try to stop, put the phone away. What I also like about this habit is 2 hours often turns into hours and hours of not being on social media, because by the time you wake up, you make breakfast, you have your coffee, you get your workout in, you know, and then you're going to work and things like that, you're gonna get caught up in your day and realize you haven't even touched social media. So it's also a good habit to get into, because those 2 hours will probably turn into a little bit of a longer time period. So that is just, again, one really easy way to start your day off mindfully in the right way. Another easy, healthy habit that you can incorporate into your week. All right, that's it for number 3. I'm gonna go enjoy my last day here. Gonna maybe hit the gym, maybe not. I did go for a really long walk and I've been feeling pretty tired the past few days. It's that growing bump. Yeah, I'm gonna go have some lunch and packing up and going home tomorrow. Hi from Toronto. Finally just got home after 2 amazing weeks away. I have a couple vlogs from my Miami trip, so if you missed that, you can check those out in my daily vlog section. I started listening to podcasts at home when I realized that I was procrastinating a lot. So I would often find myself maybe posting a story on Insta and then scrolling and wasting so much time. All of a sudden 2 hours have gone by and I've like literally done nothing but wasted time on someone else's life. That is a common problem, because when you work for yourself or work from home, there isn't always something or someone holding you accountable to do what you need to do. So not so much when it comes to work chores, because I need to concentrate. I'm not one of those people that can work or edit and listen to music and things like that, especially with video editing. You need to hear what you're doing. But when it comes to household chores and procrastination, I find that putting on a podcast is the best thing that helps me get through it. So just now, for example, I got home, showered, started a load of laundry, but still have a full bag to unpack from my trip, and then just found myself scrolling on Instagram and was like, you could be doing a million other things right now. So I thought that this would be the perfect time to introduce this tip. So I decided I'm gonna put in my headphones, finish an audiobook that I've been listening to, and I'm gonna unpack and just get all the chores done for tonight, finish the loads of laundry, hang the laundry, fold it up, put it away, put the bags away, and that way I'm gonna wake up tomorrow on Sunday and just feel so good that everything is done. It's also kind of like killing two birds with one stone. I'm learning and listening and taking things in and getting information while I'm doing menial household tasks that don't really require any attention at all. So that's your tip. If you ever find yourself struggling with just getting things done or running errands or just biting the bullet and going to do something, put on a podcast and get that shit done. It's just gonna make you feel so much more productive. Okay, so here we go. Podcast is gonna be on and I'm gonna conquer all this bag stuff. Ready to conquer the bag and the laundry that's in there and that bag in my office. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Back home in my office, and I feel so good that I unpacked and did everything last night when I was giving you those procrastination tips. So I have one more tip to give you today. So that's tip number 5 that's gonna come later today. Then I'm gonna upload the vlog and then it's gonna go live. All right, gotta go get ready for a brunch, and then later on this afternoon, I'm gonna film tip number 5 for you, then edit the video, and then it's gonna go live. See you soon. I just got home from the grocery store. Here's my bags. Yesterday I talked about procrastination. That was my 4th tip. Now I'm gonna talk about my 5th tip, which is just have some basic staples prepped in your fridge for the week. I'm gonna spend 30 minutes right now, and I'm just going to chop up and prep some food just to have in the fridge. So again, this is going to be super, super, super simple. I'm only gonna spend 30 minutes doing it because, to be honest, I am so exhausted. Hopefully it might take longer than 30 minutes only because my oven's broken, but normally I would take 10 minutes to prep and then 20 minutes to cook, but the oven might take longer. So I'm just gonna bake some chicken. I'm gonna roast some broccoli. I'm gonna roast some cauliflower. And while those are in the oven, I'm going to chop up a cucumber. I'm going to chop up strawberries. I'm going to chop up red peppers, and I'm going to make some quinoa, and then that's it. Those are just some basic staples that I'm going to have in the fridge for the week, so that even if it's not a full meal, DC can make a really quick lunch, or I can take a quick lunch on the go, and we can just have simple staples in the fridge. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my headphones on and finish listening to an audiobook, because I talked yesterday about procrastination and I hate doing this. I do it for necessity, but I actually don't enjoy it, but I continue doing it because honestly, it's a habit that really did change my life. So I'm gonna listen to an audiobook just so it feels more productive and makes the time go by faster. Here's the baby. Okay, so what I did is I cut up red peppers, cucumbers, and strawberries, washed some lettuce and put it in a bag. So just these like 4 simple staples are going to make my life so much easier when it comes to just throwing together a salad. I'll throw in, because I'm like really basic on what I like in my salads. I also have cans of chickpeas. So really, really easy staple ingredients just to have to throw together something really quick. Okay, so that didn't take any time, and I did that all while once everything was in the oven, so I had time to kill anyways. Okay, now I'll just show you what's in the oven because let's get a thingy. Okay, in the oven that's taking forever to cook are a couple different types of potatoes. So sweet potatoes, red potatoes, purple, just a bag of mixed potatoes with sweet potatoes. I did, oh, I'm gonna burn myself. Come on. This is just chicken thighs that are baking in olive oil, garlic powder, lemon juice, salt and pepper. And last but not least, I have broccoli cauliflower roasting. So this has been an hour, so hopefully, probably we need to put on another hour, so hopefully that will take like another hour and it'll be done. Okay, so just to recap, those were the 5 habits that I do weekly that completely changed my life. The first is movement. I'm not saying a personal training session, I'm not saying an hour-long workout session, I'm just saying something, whether it's going for a walk or something is better than nothing. So A, some sort of movement every day. B, having a glass of water first thing in the morning, no matter what, non-negotiable. Start your day with a glass of water. You can fancy it up with the lemon, with the salt, but just simple glass of water, you know, it really doesn't have to be fancy. The third is just not being on your phone on social media for the first 2 hours of the day. You can Also try to avoid checking emails, text messages, all that stuff for at least 30 minutes, but social media, none for the first 2 hours of your day, so you're just not starting yourself off in a negative mindset. The fourth is listening to a podcast or audiobook to get the chores done that you procrastinate doing. And fifth is just prep some basic, simple staples to have in your fridge for the week. Okay guys, those are the 5 habits that have completely changed my life. And even when I was so exhausted during first trimester, or when things are just so crazy busy, or you know, it's just a busy time at work or whatever, these are still 5 simple things that you can do every single week to just set yourself up for a really successful, good, and positive week. I hope you found this video helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and then please hit the subscribe button, because I just want to grow this channel to connect with more amazing people like you guys. And I will see you next week for your next vlog. Have a good one.